Hello there, this is the Shadow Ranger, and this is my review of NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood for February 25th, 2011. We start off with a promo from a very arrogant woman, Candice LeRae, she calls herself.
NWA. All I can say is it's about time. I've been watching NWA week after week, just waiting for you guys to call me. What took so long? Oh, we had to put these Oompa Loompas and Misfits on. You know what? I'm going to show all you people what you've been missing. I mean, these poor fans, you don't even get to look at this in real life, like in person. You deserve to see somebody that looks as good as me. You deserve to see somebody as talented as me. So I'm going to do you all a favor and answer your prayers tonight, because Candice LeRae has come to the NWA, and I'm going to show you all what women's wrestling is really about.
We start off with the mirror image Ricky Mandel. Alright. Wait a second. Something is missing. Hold on a second. That's better. It's the mirror image Ricky Mandel versus Lucha Machine. Ricky has new theme music, thank God. The story of this match was mainly told by the commentators, and they did a very good job telling a story. The story was basically, would Ricky do the same thing in his match that he did in the last match? Because since he's facing another luchador. If he were losing the match, would he try to unmask Lucha Machine if he couldn't beat him? Still have to meet that Ricky's wearing pink tights. Not many men can wear pink and make it work, but Ricky does. The match is pretty short and Ricky gets the win. He didn't even need to steal the mask to get a cheap win. He actually wins clean. Although he didn't need to take the mask, he decides to do it anyway.
Some sense of triumph over Mandel, but getting kicked in the face like that. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. That revenge is going to have to wait for another day as Ricky Mandel comes away with a huge victory over Lucha Machine.
Mandel catches him there, little man delivery right to the head, and now he's trying to rip the mask off of Lucha Machine, and he does. What in the world did he do that for? He already won the match.
This is despicable. Ricky Mandel back up to his old tricks. And what does he expect to gain with this? Tearing the mask off of a beaten competitor. I mean, he won the match fair and square. Caught him with that high kick. Completely uncalled for. What does Ricky Mandel hope to gain by that?
And now blowing his nose on the competitor's mask. This guy's got a real attitude problem.
Picking up that belt, hoisting his reflection, his mirror image to the fans in attendance and to the millions watching at home. Ricky Mandel, ladies and gentlemen, for better or for worse, your winner in this matchup.
Next up, we get a word from Famous B and Andrew Hellman on next week's tag match.
Johnny LaQuasto here backstage at the event center with Andrew Hellman and Famous B. You both have a huge match coming up next week with Mr. Megastar Tommy Wilson and Cedric the Hitman.
Whoa. Did you say Megastar?
I did. That's what he calls himself.
You know what? That's very funny because the only star I see in NWA Hollywood is Famous B. And you know what, Hitman? You know what, Wilson? I hold victories over both you guys, don't I, in singles competition. So you know what? Next week will be no different. As a matter of fact, the only difference is that I'm going to have Andrew Hellman right there by my side when I get victories over both you guys at the same time again. You see, I know what you two want. I know what you boys want. And next week, we're going to give it to you. Mr. Wilson, Cedric the Hitman, you guys just want to be famous.
And Andrew Hellman, you've been waiting to get your hands on Cedric the Hitman. Next week is your shot.
That's true. Right now I feel sorry for Tommy Wilson because he's done thrown himself in the middle of something that's been going on for about 7 to 8 months now between Cedric the Hitman and I. So I'll tell you what. Recently, I got a new tattoo. You want to know what it says? It says Halliburton across my rib cage. And fortunately, it's in mirror, so the only time I see it was when Bring the case. Bring your A game, Hitman. And Tommy Wilson, you better bring your A game. Because your guys' best day is nothing compared to our worst day.
Next week, Andrew Hellman, Famous B, versus Tommy Wilson and Cedric the Hitman right here on NWA Championship Wrestling.
After commercial break, it's time for a moment with Johnny and Adam.
Welcome back to NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. I'm Johnny LaQuasto. Our next colossal KDOC television taping is Sunday, March 6th at the Showcase Theater on La Brea Avenue in Hollywood. It is going to be wrestling at its finest. It's going to be a fantastic... Speaking of wrestling's finest, the champion of the world, Scrap Iron Adam Pearce. How are you, sir?
Why are you here?
Okay, champ, I understand you've been kind of angry lately, and I've seen it, because friends can tell things about each other, and I have something for you. It's going to cheer you up. Just hold this. Thanks. Yeah, I know you're a big Packer fan, and so I was like a cheesehead. Yeah. You're not smiling.
Do you have one chromosome too many?
Well, I never really looked into it.
You're not even wearing this thing the right way. Get it down a little bit. Matter of fact, hold this. One more thing.
Awesome.
There.
Okay.
Hold that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll hold this here.
Yep.
Hold that. Don't drop it.
Uh-huh.
Now you almost look presentable. March the 6th at the Showcase Theater, the next KDOC taping.
Yeah, March 6th.
Is that the best you got?
Right now?
Evidently, it's the best he's got. World Championship will be on the line. And I'm not pulling any punches. The time is now. And actually, the time is now to show these wonderful T-shirts, which are available. You like that?
I think it's... Can I keep this?
You almost look presentable. And no, you can't keep it.
Okay.
You got nothing else?
Well, I mean, I thought you'd like the Packers cheesehead. I know you're a big Packer fan, and so I wanted to put that on for you.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'll tell you what. Steelers, Packers. I got $50 on the Packers. What do you say?
Champ, the Super Bowl was a few weeks ago. It's already over.
Who won?
The Packers won the Super Bowl.
You owe me $50. And 20 for the shirt.
Do you take a check? I don't have cash.
Gold. These two together are pure gold. And, you know, I mentioned it in the last video or maybe the one before that, but I get it now. Johnny interviews Adam Pearce when it's time for fun, and David Marquez interviews him when it's time to be serious. I get it. I understand that now. So, yeah, it works. After that, we get a promo from Willie Mack talking about his upcoming match with Joey Chaos.
I should have known that you, Joey Chaos, would come up and face me man to man. Now, you see, we were in that ring, and we squared off for a minute. But you hit me with that boot, and you realized you couldn't keep me down. And so what you had to do, you turned around and called the Standard, Austin Aries, and so-called Pretty Peter Avalon to come have your back. Well, guess what? I just found out we've got a rematch. And when I get you in that rematch, it ain't going to be no running, and it ain't going to be no hiding. Because it's just going to be you and me. And this time around, things are going to be a little bit different. See, I thought you were a man, but it turns out you ain't nothing but a punk, a little puppy running down the street with your tail between your legs. Now, when we get in there this time, I'm going to put you down for that 1, 2, 3 or make you tap out. Joey Chaos next week, you're mine. Signed, sealed, delivered.
After that, something odd happens.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. truck, don't you dare cut the commercial. This is NWA Hollywood. I am Hollywood. How can you fire me? I was the greatest commentator you had. Tom Kennedy, wipe that smile off your face, you sellout, and you schmuck in a mask. Massey, what are you gonna do? You're a schmuck. I am Hollywood. You cannot fire me. I made this show. Screw you people. Screw you people.
Do you want me to follow you? Stu Stone reacting to he was removed from the broadcast team. Obviously, this guy's gone absolutely insane here.
You know, I was wondering who he was. I saw him waiting in the unemployment line before the show. But now Stu Stone here, and, you know, he had some pointed words for Dave Marquez. But I don't know what he hopes to do about himself because I think I'm doing an excellent job. He's not getting my job anytime soon, Tom.
Being carried out of here unceremoniously is Stu Stone, who has absolutely flipped his wig here.
Stu Stone or sore loser?
So long, Stu Stone. Thanks for playing.
Just being bodily removed from the arena. Not even being shown the back door, being thrown out the front.
I did it. You can't do this to me. I'm Stu Stone. Shut up!
Okay. Next up, Rico Dynamite makes his way to the ring to face Rex Reed. Rico has his #1 fan Sylvia with him. And she's looking nice too. You know, they fixed up her hair and slutted her up a bit. You know, I like it. Ladies, take a note. Nice hairdo and a slutty outfit can do wonders. This is my first time seeing Rex Reed. I don't have a lot to say about him. Hopefully I'll get to see more of him in the future and then I'll talk about him more. But I like his look and he's clearly a powerhouse. I'm liking Rico Dynamite more and more as I see him. I think they've gotten him established enough and now I'd like to see him enter an actual feud though. Not sure with who. Maybe maybe Nick Madrid. You know, they've been building him up as a nice baby face, and Rico is a nice heel. That could be some interesting matches there. Rico gets the win with the Texas Cloverleaf. I haven't seen anybody use that submission in a while. And we also get a few words from him after the match.
But he has no choice.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, big win by Rico Dynamite, accompanied by the very lovely Sylvia. I gotta ask you, Rico, the last time we saw you, Sylvia was out in the crowd with all the fans, and now she's here at ringside with you. What's the relationship status here?
Well, what do you mean relationship? Look at my Facebook. I'm single right now. She's just here for my moral support because I'm a ladies' man. All the ladies out here, tell them, I'll bring them up, I got her. Bring them down, just like my name says, Dynamite. Tick, tick, boom, and call it a night.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Or maybe I should say, ladies and ladies, Rico Dynamite.
Next up, we get Buggy versus Candice LeRae. Buggy looks even cuter in shorts. You know, I didn't think she could look any cuter than those little skirts she wears, but the shorts work for her. But I'm thinking Buggy would probably look cute in anything. I'm liking Candice. This is my first time seeing her, and I enjoyed watching her in this match. She and Buggy had a very fun match. Candice ends up getting the win. But Buggy doesn't look bad in defeat, and I hope to see a rematch between these two women. It was a very fun match to watch, and I'd like to see 2 or 3 more matches between the two. I'm also looking forward to see what Candice does here in the NWA.
Well, O'Shea and
After that, we have our main event. It is a 3-team number 1 contenders match. We have the Tribe versus Slim and Rashi Brown versus the Rock Ness Monsters. And the champions, Natural Selection, are on commentary. I gotta say, I like Natural Selection, but they were a distraction in this match. They were so over the top trying to be funny on the on commentary that it really they just kind of they kept my attention, but not in a good way. It's like I'm trying to watch the match, but they say something corny and it just keeps diverting my attention. It wasn't holding my attention in a good way, and I thought it really took away from the match having those two on commentary. Maybe if they had just been there watching, or just said a few, or just talked in normal voices. I think it was the corny voices they were doing that really messed it up for me. As has been the case in the past, I liked everyone in this match except Slim. Slim still just, I don't know, man. I just can't get interested in this guy. Natural Selection makes it pretty clear during the match that they don't want the Rock Ness Monsters to win, and they try to interfere to make sure that the Monsters don't win. However, things don't go as they had planned.
Amnesia. What is
no, everybody! Where'd he get that belt from? What's going on? This is a travesty, everybody.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh no!
You guys are trying to stack the deck here.
What? Idiot! Hit him with a...
Into the cover.
No!
Yes!
No!
The Rock Ness Monsters victorious. The NWA Heritage Champions, Natural Selection, trying to get involved in this matchup, and I gotta think that their plan has backfired. I don't believe they wanted to face the Rock Ness Monsters, but too bad. That is the reality, and this thing has broken down into an absolute war. All 4 teams now in there. This thing is crazy. There's not enough referees in the back to break this thing up. Total mayhem here following our main event as Brian Cage just choking the life out of Yuma. And now the Tribe and Rashi Brown and Slim fighting on the outside. Natural Selection, Rock Ness Monsters on the inside.
So the Rock Ness Monsters are now the number 1 contenders, and we have a Heritage Tag Team title match to look forward to in the future. I hope it's soon. I've liked the past matches that these two teams have had against each other, and I'm very much looking forward to the next one. We end the show with an interview with Colt Cabana.
Okay, folks, there's the footage. You're looking at it of the very first annual Invitational Battle Royal. All those guys in that ring, I was amazed, just like all of you were watching last week. And there you see him, Colt Boom Boom Cabana participating. None of us thought that was ever going to happen. But now you're standing here. You have a shot at Adam Pearce one more time.
You can see the footage. You can see me throwing everybody out throughout Aries. It's my destiny. It's about being determined. Adam, you have tried to take me out as much as possible. You have tried to set us aside. You say you're the standard. You're trying to set me aside, send me back to Chicago. You sent me packing. You sent me to the doctor. God knows how long was the doctor. Dr. Jeremy Weiss, Chicago, Illinois, told me not to get out there, not to take that plane ticket out to Hollywood. He told me, don't get in the ring. You're not ready. But you can't stop me, Adam. This is my destiny. I am determined to become the champion. I am determined to get you in the ring, and if I have to get in that battle royal and throw everybody out like I did, I will do it.
Peter Avalon, what on earth are you doing here?
Colt Cabana, Colt Cabana, Colt Cabana. What are you doing here? You know what? No. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you're doing here, because I'm here to deliver a message on behalf of the Standard. When you mess with the Standard, it's like messing with fire. When you mess with fire, you get burned.
Messing with fire and get burned. Is that the cheesy lines you're throwing out, Avalon? Messing with fire and get burned. Like I'm supposed to be scared of that. Some kind of, is that your way of scaring me, Avalon? What's that?
Come on. What?
Adam Pearce is just nasty. Overall, this was another very good episode of NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Got a lot of things that I liked in this match. I got to see Buggy wrestle. Got to see John LaQuasto interview Adam Pearce. That is always good. Willie Mack promo. I get another Willie Mack match next week. We got a tag title match coming up. We got a world title match coming up. I'm not sure when the tag title match is going to be. I hope it's next week too. I'd like to have both those title matches on the same show. I got the Willie Mack versus Joey Chaos match coming up, and Adam Pearce versus Colt Cabana for the world title. Hoping to see more of Candice LeRae, and hoping she has another match against Buggy. There was just no complaints about this episode. Hell, it wasn't even any Manimal. So, no complaints about this episode. They set up several things for the future. Plenty of things I want to see next week. And that ensures that I'm going to come back and watch again. And I hope you all do too. So, the link to the NWA Hollywood website is in the description box. Hop over there and check out this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you all next week. This is the Shadow Ranger. If you like my videos, please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at TJSMITH3. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.